Hi, in this video we're going to get into the importance of starting a client engagement with a small sale or a free trial. Now, you might want to ask yourself, why is it important to start with a small sale or a free trial? And the simple reason for that is you want to make it easy for someone to get started in working with you. And if they perceive that there is very limited perceived risk in working with you, they will much more likely want to sign on and start working with you. So to show you a couple of examples on how that can be done, we're now going to get into a couple of case studies. Now, a simple way for you to provide a small sale to someone that you haven't engaged with before is to provide a strategy session. Now here we see Sushila Konargi, who is a ghostwriter, who has put together a document as a result of having a strategy session with a client. Now you might want to experiment with putting something together like this, where you define what you will cover in the strategy session and put together a document like this from the discussion. Now here you see that she has broken down the existing material that might have been sent to her before the session, the objectives that they want to achieve from working together, a breakdown of the outline, the purpose of the book, and action steps moving forward. So here you see that they've been broken down into action steps for the author, as well as action steps for Sushila. So what you might want to do if you're planning on providing a strategy session as potential first sale to a customer is to have a template of questions that you might want to improvise with when you're having a meeting with a prospective client. Now, to show you another example, here we have an example of how you can put together a trial. Now, I use this model for every person that I work with. I usually start with a free trial. That way, they don't need to put in any money in working with me. And from a client perspective, they get to see how it is like to work with me without having to put down any money. And for me, it's a benefit because it allows me to see if there is market potential for whatever it is that they want to achieve. So here you see that I've broken this down into a few different steps. So the first one is the current situation, where I write down a little bit of the background of the person that I'm having a meeting with. I'm having a page here with the solution, where I get into how they can generate the results that they're after. I have a page with references, where I provide references to people that I worked with in the past, that is linked to their LinkedIn profile if they want to do their due diligence, and a breakdown of the next steps, so that in order for them to get started with the trial, I tell them exactly what they need to do in order to get started with that. Now, I hope you found this video useful. I really want you to take to heart the importance of starting with a small sale or offering a free trial, because there's a lot of perceived risk in the eyes of prospective customers. If you're able to take away as much as possible of that perceived risk to make it easier for someone to start working with you, then it's a lot easier for you to generate a sale. So my little challenge for you is to start defining one tiny small sale that you can make to a prospective client, or one opportunity that you can turn into a free trial that you can give to someone, so they get a little bit of a taste of how it is like to work with you. I hope you found that useful. I'll get back to you with more videos on how you can grow your business.